'Cause I see colors for the first time. I'm starting to realize nothing's ever black and white. And I'm caught up in the first night. Now it doesn't feel right. I'll just have to say goodbye one last time. I know that it's hopeless, but we'll both be fine. 'Cause nothing's ever black and white.
You are indeed first.
I don't see the fire in your eyes, wondering what I've done wrong. Those words are kinda hard to find, so I just had to write this song. I don't wanna see you cry again, and no matter how the story ends, I'll always be there for you. 'Cause I see colors for the first time. I'm starting to realize nothing's ever black and white. And I'm caught up in the first night. Now it doesn't feel right. I'll just have to say goodbye one last time. I know that it's hopeless, but we'll both be fine. 'Cause nothing's ever black and white. Nothing's ever black and white. Nothing's ever black and
Don't feel right. I don't wanna walk around feeling like this, but it's on my mind. These thoughts can't get them off my head.
Now I have unmuted the mic. Hi, welcome in. How are you all doing? How is your Monday?
Keep you closer than my friends.
Shredder, welcome in first. Ben, hi. So, we are in here for more coffee talk, and perhaps we will be able to finish it today. So, let's hope for the best. Let me check stream real quick. I'm getting two different messages here. No, we don't have any dropped frames. So, should be fine. Yeah, stream is fine. Awesome. The confetti is slightly distracting. Welcome in. How are you all doing?
Happy Prudmonth. It's Prudmonth. Merry Prices. Merry Chrysler.
It's still in the other corner, but Merry Chrysler, Happy Prudmonth. Happy Pride, y'all. Melly, welcome in. How are you doing? Also, everyone in here streams, go follow each other. Flurn redeemed Hydrate. We're going all in, huh? Flurn just wants to show off that he made peach sours, I think. So cheers. I'm not sure this counts as hydrating, but hey. House inspector's coming. Fingers crossed that everything works out as it should. And thank you for the lurk, Melly. Ooh, it's peachy. I don't want... Atlas, hi, how are you doing? I don't want to waste too much time. We stopped yesterday at day 12, so day 13 starts today in the game. So my hopes are we will be able to finish Coffee Dog today. Who would have thought that I actually finish a game on stream? I do that sometimes. I'm doing well, thank you. That looks like the stream is live, Ben. Also, I once again forgot to start my captions. Pro streamer. There we go. Now we should have captions again. Ben just kappa. What? Okay. I know the music is slapping, but we're not in for just chatting today. Hi. Just point to the mic. Point to the mic. Today we're in for more coffee talk. We want to finish the game. And also, since yesterday, the plans for my time off of work have changed again. So we will not visit my parents. That has gotten delayed. That means I have more time to record videos and to stream. So who knows, perhaps we will throw in a random GeoGuessr stream or something like that. Flaren is looking very weirdly at me right now. I am confused. But I'm gonna start coffee talk now. And actually pull it on the right window. Whoop, there we are. And let's not lose too much time with talking, because we really want to finish this today. We have three more days, as far as I know. Yeah, work is more important. Artless, please do not risk your job for anything. But now that I have captions on and all, lurking should hopefully work for you. Thank you so much for sharing space. So, we stopped at day 13 yesterday. So this is where we will continue, and as far as I know, it has 15 days. So the odds are we will be able to finish today. Hi, you from Little Twitch. What? Lily's, hi, welcome in. How are you doing, Lily's? Wonderful. Aren't you supposed to be working? Working from home? Learning about streaming and ODS and Streamlabs. So streaming as a work project. Nice. I have no clue about Streamlabs, but I can not answer questions for OBS better than Google and YouTube. But I would do. Ah, those little Twitch. Okay. All the vertical lines in that command. Yeah, right. The Lily's command is something else. Either OBS is my go-to, but yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah. So, I have the feeling I'm sitting weirdly in my chair. But well, it do be like that sometimes. I also don't know. We're not seeing Stoner Cat today, but you all can still see, because the summer solstice is near. That is still very bright behind me. There's still a shit ton of daylight. Friends invite me to yoga in the park. Ooh, that sounds fun, Lilies. So yeah, it's 10:13 p.m. and still so much light. It's a lot. Okay. After the game, we should move this here. Also, I shared in the Discord for everyone who is not yet in the Discord or who does not check the Discord on a regular basis. I shared in the Discord my plans for Midsummer, and also there's a streaming event for the sunrise in Stonehenge on YouTube. I shared that one in the Discord as well. So if you are somewhat interested in all the stuff and things around the summer solstice, and you want to see the sunrise on the summer solstice at Stonehenge, come to my Discord, the link is there, and share what you are doing yourself for the summer solstice. I keep hyping this up for the rest of the week. You're welcome. And I'm planning on making a simmer pot myself, probably starting tomorrow. Yep, starting tomorrow. And have it on for like 2-3 days. I will see how long I can go with that, and have all the lovely scents and spices around. So, and now let's see what Rachel, our second favorite. I don't know if anyone likes Henry more than Rachel, but let's see how Rachel here is doing. Two catnip person. Donna, welcome in. Hi, beautiful. How are you doing? We are on day 13 of Coffee Talk for everyone who missed the stream yesterday. Lua and Baileys have decided to marry, and the celebration, like marry in a very small circle, and the celebration for that, the Stonehenge link is in everything, the spirituality channel. Like, yeah, it's called Everything. Under Stardust. So Baileys and Lure decided to have a wedding ceremony in a very small circle, and they invited Gala and Hyde, and that's basically where we left yesterday afternoon. That was the most important thing. Officer Yori also talked about the ghost, not ghosts. It seems to be gnomes he found there that did all the thing to the cars and all, and not ghosts. But that is still kinda left open a little bit. But yeah, that's mostly where we left up. That was not proper English. It do be like that sometimes. Cheers, and then get into the game. I'm gonna pin that in Discord. Forget that I specifically asked to not have my powers. Therefore, I cannot do that. Well, Lilies, I don't know what to say about that. It do be like that sometimes. Now I lost my game window. Okay. Now I finished the drink and we can actually start gaming. Ooh. The last one had alcohol in it. And an ice cube. So, you got a short recap what happened yesterday. Let's see what happens today. Hello there. What's wrong? Nothing, really. Nothing? Exactly, nothing, and that's the problem. I couldn't come up with anything good for my new single. Oh, right, I remember now. That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have any idea what seems to be the issue? Not a clue, really. Maybe because I'm putting too much pressure on myself? What do you mean? Well, I want my new single to be special, right? And I know I can do it. But so far, I just haven't come up with anything I've liked at all. And it's been a week already. Oh, so annoying. I hear you can't exactly rush creativity. I know, but still. Yeah, what do I do, Mai? I'm so stuck. Oh. Start small, maybe? Perhaps you can find inspiration in what's already around you nearby. After all, you're the star of the show. We want to know more about you or what you're thinking. Yeah, I guess. You're right. I am the star. And since there's no real deadline, I can technically take my time too. Besides, this is something I wanted to do, not a contract with anyone or anything. But I shouldn't make Amory wait too long either. Oh, well, I can think about it later, I guess. Remember that, chat. You are the star of your show. Exactly. Exactly that. And if someone doesn't like you, their problem. And that is something I really very much also had to hear. Because right before stream I complained to Flurn about something and was like, this is unfortunate. Meh. But we are the star of our own show, and when people don't like it, they are allowed to part, and numbers do not validate us or say anything about our value. I had like 4 people unfollow me. We're so close to the next number. But numbers and social media and streaming are just ugh. So, back to Rachel. How are you, by the way, Mai? Just fine, business as usual. Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night? Henry? Yeah, he did. He was meeting up with Mr. Gala, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Lisa Cuthbert Live, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? Right on cue. I mean, you're right, Lilies. Okay, that's good to know. Why do you ask? He didn't reply to my text last night, so I wondered what he was doing. Ah, I see. Do you two not see each other often? What do you mean? I just saw him this morning. We still live under the same roof after all. Oh, what a surprise. I thought you'd have been raring to move out by the time you turned 21. Well, you're not wrong in thinking that, but Dad's getting older, you know. He's becoming forgetful too, so I'm a little bit worried. Understandable. Besides, we don't really have anyone else, you know. None of our extended family even lives in the States. So as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him for now. Right. Hi, welcome. Good evening to you, Miss Riona. Hi, Riona. Fancy meeting you here. Hello. How are you? Sorry, just a second. All right. Huh. Is she all right? I'm not sure. Oh. Oh well. I will just get a drink first. Right, what would you like? I will have a cup of milk, please. Okay, that's almost as easy as making Officer Jerry his espresso. I cannot mess up a cup of milk. I really cannot. Here you go, a cup of warm milk. Thank you. What's up? Oh, nothing. Just remembered something, but it's nothing special, so don't worry about it. Miss, are you alright? No. I think I'm sad. What's wrong? That's right, Riona. What's wrong? Oh no, she's crying. Don't cry. I've been doing a lot of thinking. About what? About my situation. Have you ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be a mistake? What makes you think that, miss? My apologies, I did not mean to be so dramatic. Leo placements. Must be the Leo placements. Would you two mind listening to my scattered thoughts? Of course, let it all out. It might be. Miss Rachel's right. Feel free. After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas had, along with my conversations with Maya and the regulars of this coffee shop, I've gradually realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things. Huh? And what makes it more troubling is it is likely that my ignorance was on purpose. Ignorance on purpose? What do you mean? She's crying. Don't cry. Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity. You honored your talent, but you did not shrink from you did not shirk from taking risk in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it. And I greatly respect your ability to do so. Mr. Lucas also. Although I do not fully understand his content, he is successful enough that people earn a living through his work. I am aware that must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself because I may have become too comfortable with the status quo to the point that I no longer strive to improve my situation. Are you really though? I mean, you've been trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes, but have I been trying my best? That's debatable. And about my intentional ignorance, I'm simply afraid. Afraid? I understand I have only a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. I understand it's due to my lack of network and the industry's expectations, along with my lack of higher education, and for the simple fact of what I am. I'm truly fine with that. I really am. Because all of it is a pain I am already familiar with. And perhaps somewhere in the deepest depth of my heart, I am having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Having to get used to new pain all over again just might be... might be difficult? Miss, I apologize for all those rookers. I didn't mean to. Miss Riona, would you please allow me to make you a drink? It's on the house. Oh, but my insist, right? Right. What about the pie you ate the other day? The blueberry hibiscus mint pie? Did you like it? I did. Quite a lot, actually. Then I will make something special just for you. Could you tell me its flavor profile? Give me a moment. The blueberry was very sweet and fresh. The crust was buttery. The flavor was enhanced by the tartness of hibiscus and the herbal coolness of mint. Just a very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. I mean, there's nothing I can substitute the blueberry with. I can go with hibiscus, mint, and honey to make it sweet. But she says very sweet. So perhaps we should go for hibiscus, honey. And then the mint. Huh. Yeah, honey as... we're going with hibiscus, honey as secondary, and mint as a third one. Let's see. We got it! Berry blue hibiscus pie. Berry blue hibiscus pie. This looks so cute! Did we have an item? Okay, we did not. Then, there we go. One pie in a cup coming up. Wow, my, that's so extra. It kind of is, isn't it? but it is so pretty. Thank you. It really is. Well done, Mai. But are you really serving a warm pie filling to your customer? It's not a pie filling. I simply make fruit cardinals with honey. And I just happened to have the blueberry one on hand. Sure. It's not a pie filling, trust me. It's not. It's nice. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, let's clear the notifications here. We got the next friendship level with Rachel and also with Riona. Blah, 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 blah. That is nice, and we can clear the blue pad for the very blue hibiscus pie. Also, that makes me want to take a sip to drink. Today's drink is Mogu Mogu. I need to brag a little bit about that. It's strawberry. And also it has like jelly pieces in it. So that's today's hydration. Also a little bit extra. Yep, very strawberry. What's on your mind? Right now, I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all of this. The driving force behind everything I've done up to this point? Well, what is it? Huh? Your driving force before you started questioning it. I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice. Whether it's society's or my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind. I see. So it doesn't have to be opera, right? Pardon? Reaching that goal can be done a lot of ways. Like politics. Huh? You're not wrong, but... Huh? That was just an example, jeez. But I admit, being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over. But that's not what you want to do, is it? My heart trembles for the opera. That is why I wish to pursue it as long as I'm able. However, I believe it is also time for me to consider expanding my horizons. Huh? I simply do not wish to be trapped in my own fear forever. Although I do regret that my one-track-minded efforts may have been in vain. I don't think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I always believe in sincere efforts. But never mind that, what are you going to do now? I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas' offer. Lucas? He's an influencer who's been coming here recently. Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, wait, you know him? Not closely, but I think we follow each other on Chill. If it's even the same Lucas, I mean. What was the offer for? I was offered a spot on his new show. While he's still unsure of the format, his aim is to elevate underrated talents. To showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. I see. Ice is water. I frequently allow it, Donna. I mean... yeah, it sure counts. I see. So what if you rejected his offer? Call him. Huh? Or text him, tell him you changed your mind. What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their minds. Dead Chrome, welcome in. How are you doing? If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not sure I would be his loss necessarily. Shh, just do it. Text him. Yeah. Okay. Dead Chrome, how is your day going? Not terrible, just another day in the strife. I see. That's how they usually go. And we take not terrible over terrible. So, let's see. What did Lucas say? He told me to stay here because he's coming here soon. Huh? Oh. Does he live like nearby or something? No, not really, but it seems he had some things to be around here. I see, what great coincidence. That means you can clear things up in person. You're right. Thank you for giving me the courage, Miss Rachel. Just call me Rachel, will you? Alright. Although I regret my one-track mindset, I cannot say it has been entirely detrimental to my life, as it is a habit formed during my time living in the commune. Commune? We Banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. Each of us tended to have a specific role in the commune, and we all would work together as one. Like gears in a machine. Interesting. I didn't know that. But you left the commune, correct? Yes. Was it difficult? No, because we're not a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. The commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past. So the reason we do not see a lot of banshees around, is it because many still choose to remain in the commune? Right? The world still isn't kind to us, however, we are aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. It was for that reason I learned to drive. You seem to be fond of driving. I am. It's like having a mobile fortress, which is why I find driving calming. Even in traffic? Well, a mobile fortress, huh? Never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. So, when you said everyone has a specific role, what do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, we don't have a Banshee culture center anywhere. Time to start one then. Well, perhaps it's best if I use a specific example, such as my mother's role. Huh? Her role is to trade. In the event that we need to increase our supply or sell our products, or are simply in need of some negotiating, it is my mother who will do the job. She must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods. And she's our representative when other communities need to discuss things with us. Right. Everyone's work has equal weight. One is in charge of food and drink, another is in charge of all our laundry. Everyone has a responsibility to set up schedules and organize the collection of goods. So like, does each role only have one bearer at a time? No, sometimes there are two or more, depending on the power needed. It's all about balance. Speaking of driving, you all want to hear something kinda funny. Hello, Stoners, spill the tea! Or the bubble tea, depending. Don't spill the bubbles. We drove an hour yesterday to go to the beach, only to get into a minor fender bender. When we got there and found out the beach was in fact closed. Oh no! Got there, bumped cars drove home. I mean, it's a kind of funny surf story, but I'm so sorry, Donna. I think the kids must have been not very happy about that. And how can they close a beach on a Sunday? Did something happen? Did you figure that out? Also, if I move the mic up, you see a little bit of the blue hour. It's blue hour. I definitely thought it was open, but it wasn't, so we drove back to the city and went to a pool instead. Okay. And then they have not been heartbroken. A pool also works. What is my life sometimes? Does your mom still fulfill her role to this day? Yes. Although there are times where I wish she would retire. Why? She is doing a good job with it. But the role truly changed her. Oh. She had to endure years of animosity. She had to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble or to simply defend the commune. That is such a heavy burden. It is, but she refused to accept any help offered to her. Why? Because it has become her identity, I think. Oh, you're here. Yeah, hi, lady. I was starting to wonder when you were going to say something. I would introduce myself, but I want to hear Riona's story. Fine by me. Donna, we still had fun, made the most of it, everyone's safe and minimal damage. Yeah. I'm so glad to hear that it's minimal damage and you still had fun. But like, Jesus. You deserve a break, Donna. Right, Lilies? He is. Lucas is one of the good guys in here. It is as Mr. Lucas said. I thought we were already past all that formal stuff. Am I wrong? Well, you still call her lady. But she is. Shh, the lady is speaking. Oh, okay, sorry. It is as Lucas said. Our discussion the other day led to the same conclusion for me as well. My mother's protective instincts turned into any angry sense of pride. Oh. So while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Things things are way calmer for our commune now, so I'm thankful for that. But unfortunately, the damage has already been done. Right. That's when I understood why she was angry too. If your mom has dealt with haters all her life, and you were pretty much in the front seat for all that, oh, tough. I guess I can relate in some ways. The Nikomi culture is also quite strict, although nowhere as rigid as yours. We heavily stereotyped as being very mid. Mid? Like mediocre and always aside from being pretty and cute. Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, you know, how much of our survival instincts turned into bad stereotypes. Things have changed so much for everyone. Which means we should have moved on from terrible prejudices decades ago, right? So why are so many still stuck with outdated and blurred perceptions? Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated and change is hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? And there are billions of living beings in this world. That's why many folks choose to reduce their worlds to a size they can handle. All based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's not different from how everyone chooses content to consume. Yeah, and sadly, different culture is probably one of the last things on most beings' mind. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, then it's a different story. That makes sense. We all need to survive, I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. Things we do, the principles we hold, all of it has an impact on others. In one way or another. Yeah, Lily, this game always goes deep. It never disappoints. Like, there's so many profound messages in it. I know I post the VODs without packed chapters for the days, so if there's a too big interruption, I actually mark that in the VODs. So one can enjoy the gameplay all at one piece. But this is... This game is awesome. Right. Yeah, for sure. So about your show, yeah, you're in, right? Are you still unsure about the format? Well, I'm still trying to put it all in order on paper, so kind of. Like, I know I want to do a podcast, a deep dive, and a showcase, but I'm still trying to figure out a great way to fit them all in nicely. Once I'm done, I will let you know for sure. What are you planning to show anyway? How do you think it will help the guests? Oh, curious, aren't we? Huh. Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and underrated from around the city. And beyond, if it takes off. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Nah, scratch that. I know it will take off. That's some confidence you have there. Even though you're not even sure what the format will be. Doo-doo, might not know the exact format yet. But all of the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already. Ducky? What is that new username? Sleepy Beers Love Honey? That is so cute. Welcome in, Ducky. How are you doing? I'm glad to hear that you're good. I am also. Sleepy bears do love honey. I'm also doing well, thank you. We just earlier talked about summer solstice and if anyone has plans for that. So for anyone who has not, there will be a YouTube stream from Stonehenge for people that want to see that, and we talked a little bit about summer solstice plans. So if you want to share anything about that, Ducky, let us know. So back to Rachel. What are they? Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you can't deny that today's audience gets bored easily too. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they will just click away. Yeah, they will. So, how to keep them engaged and stick with us, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. The first one being the format itself, which ironically is the only thing I don't have. Yet. Anyway, a proper format has good consistency. Could be the way the show is cut or how the information flows. It's to build familiarity with the audience, and it makes things easier for the creator too. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen you forever, Ducky. But life gets busy sometimes for us all. That makes sense. The next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have a main theme for your show, like singing or cooking or anything really. Having a theme is essential, but getting topics flowing is essential. Really, Flern? Top X. Of course, even singing will need more than one song, right? Same with cooking. You need to show many techniques, recipes, all the jazz. That's true, right? Since the goal of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated. Bea! Okay, everyone that speaks German, that are not too many, but still, go follow Bea. Great art streams and cozy gaming. All of it. How's the other half? The other half is in chat. So Florian is actually in chat and used one German word. He speaks by now like 4 German words. Bea, how are you doing? Okay, you totally need a shout out. Wait, I haven't done shout outs in so long. Of course, usually I always go to please follow each other, period. But I mostly lurk in Bea's streams, but they are really fun. And the art is pretty even if you don't speak German. So back to Lucas here to shine more light on everyone, since the goal of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated. I figure it should start small and nearby, but still have the potential to grow. And what's better for that than exploring this city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially since I'm fairly new here and all. Oh, you get what I'm saying? I'm doing well, thank you, Bea. Flern is playing League of Legends, so it depends if he wins or loses the game, I would say. But yeah, we are doing well. It is way too warm in Hamburg. It is like 30 Celsius around here, like 27 to 30 depending on the day. I am not used to that, and Flern is from northern Sweden, so he hates the warmth. I don't know why this year is so warm. Yeah, thankfully we are like 1 or 2 degrees colder than Berlin. Like, I have a friend living in Berlin, and he's like, I would trade for 2 degrees less. And it's not even officially summer. So, like, the official summer starts with the summer solstice. Yes, I know, I mentioned the summer solstice like every 5th sentence because I'm so excited for this week and for all the witchy stuff we can do this week. So I will keep repeating myself. So yeah, EK, welcome in. How are you doing? So yeah, for everyone who is not in my Discord, there is a Stonehenge live stream with a sunrise from Stonehenge on YouTube. I would self-plug myself and say come to my Discord, but you can also... Wait, how is Discord? How do I write Discord? I have no clue. No, you can also send me a whisper and I can send you the YouTube link if you cannot find it on YouTube. With the great Stonehenge live stream with the sunrise on the summer solstice from Stonehenge. I am very excited and will stay awake for that, or perhaps set an alarm, one of that. And I'm gonna make a simmer pot with lemon, rosemary, and all the good stuff to have the summer energy in this apartment, and lots of witchy stuff for the summer solstice. Super hyped about that. That's why I keep repeating all those things. I am so hyped for it this time. Also, we now have the new moon in Gemini, but it was like the Sagittarius full moon. And since the last full moon... Thank you, Lilies. Take care and enjoy the park yoga. Bye. Since the Sagittarius full moon, I am actually a little bit more energized again. It was about time, and I am on track with all the witchy things I wanted to do. I am writing in my grimoire again. I am prepping spells and things. I made moon water like twice. I cleansed all my crystals, so back on track, thankfully. So, and also back to the game, cause today's stream has the goal to finish Copy Talk episode 2, because we have way more games lined up. And also we need to do a proper tarot stream again, and. My witchiness has been on hold, but I would like to get back into it. That's also fair. If you don't feel like you have the energy to do it at the moment and you do not feel called to it at the moment, that's also fine. But I feel like I need to ease back into it better again. So that's why I also share more about it again. Also, eucalyptus in your shower. I cannot say that often enough. It's so great. So great. So great. Usually a smoke cleanse here and there, but there's some books and knowledge I want to learn about right now. Ooh, that's nice. I do not read enough at the moment, to be fair. The day does not have enough hours. Like, yes, that is kinda something. The day needs more hours. Eucalyptus in my shower is definitely a goal that would be heavenly. I have found a small flower shop that sells them in tiny bundles. It's like €3 one. And I just get one bundle every other week, and then I can use them. And Florian is handling the wishy stuff great. I think my fiance would be it if I would do witchy thingies. Florian got to knew already that I do witchy stuff when we got to know each other and started dating and all. And actually, we were mostly in Malmö, and Malmö has a great sci-fi shop. Like it's for nerds and all kinds of science fiction. And like Harry Potter merchandise, manga. We also found some magic things there, but not too much. But that is the sci-fi bookstore. And like directly on the other side of the stream, there is an awesome, tiny, wonderful witchy store. And it was like the second time I was in Malmö. I made him come with me into the witchy store. I was there the first time on my own, and when he had a day off the next time I was there, I made him go into that witchy store with me. So I looked at tarot cards, at books and crystals, and could not make up my mind because I have a hard time deciding for everyone who does not know me. So well, I do have a hard time deciding. And he waited very patiently while I was picking all the crystals and all the stuff I wanted. And I made him pick one crystal for him as well. So that was the story how Florian got his very first crystal. It was actually a pink agate. So, and now his crystal lives on that shelf with my crystals in the background over this shoulder. Wait, why is pointing the heart? Here. I think that his is on the top shelf and mine are mostly there. So, I even made him like walk to another crystal store that was on the other side of Malmö. And when we arrived there, it was closed. So we went there for nothing. And he still didn't complain. I am very lucky in that department. And yeah, and every time I have something he's not supposed to touch, I just say, this is witchy shit, don't touch it, and it's fine. As long as I don't drag him into it, like, I don't know, hold the candle or something like that, it's totally chill. He even reminded me the other day that I need to get the moon water inside again, but I should not forget that, because I am indecisive and sometimes a little bit forgetful. Yeah, hold the candle while I'm getting the... No, never mind. So yeah, we're getting along there pretty well. He's very supportive. I mean, he even gets tarot oracle readings here in chat every now and then and all, so we're getting along super well there. And that was a little witchy thing. So yeah, let's get back to Lucas and the game. So, you get what I'm saying. I can see there are many interesting topics to discuss. Yeah, like locations, events, history. Yeah, and many interesting individuals to meet. Definitely. projects, side projects, plenty of things to cover. Makes sense. What's next? Know your audience. Don't be sorry, Bea. We are always down here for distractions. It's always a talk before the game. The game is not running away. And I love talking about all the witchy stuff anyways. At one point we need to do another witchy episode thing, like connected to the tarot ones. Also, in case you do not know, I post exclusive videos on YouTube as well and show my decks there for now. There will be upcoming pick-up piles as well, and I will share videos of other divination practices as well, like short ones that explains different form of divinations. That is some things I'm planning to do. I have 2 weeks off of work now, and I'm planning to have 1 day dedicated to filming, like 5 hours in a row or something like that, and then make a bunch of videos out of it in a slower pace, that I can send out more educational stuff about all those. And for that, YouTube is definitely the better place than Twitch. But shoot your questions here, then I can take inspiration of them for the YouTubes. Because I love also the interaction and the talk about it for a lot of things. Because that is what I say in some of my tarot videos. There are so many forms of divination, and tarot is one of the most known one. But there are many more. Oracle cards work different. There are things like automatic writing. Who in chat knows about automatic writing? Throw in one emoji. You read about it, Bea, and Donna also knows this. Great. Like, automatic writing is also such a... It needs some praxis. Call it IOSHGPT. Blur and go back to League. Be super supportive. It takes some practice to ease into it because it feels weird at first. At least it did for me. But once you get there, it is such a great form of divination and shadow work. Whatever goal you have in mind to do it, it's awesome. And some people use bones for divination, sticks, gemstones, basically like the classic tea leaves. You can use coffee ground for it. It's whatever holds the energy. It's all about reading the energy and receiving the energy. And you can do that with whatever you feel called to. Also, how to create your own sigil. More tangent, but when I moved in here, this apartment was completely empty. Like, it didn't have flooring, there was no wooden flooring, there was no paint on the walls, nothing. And we have behind me a balcony door, and we have the entrance door. And also near every window, I put sigils in here, under the flooring, and also with paint before I painted the walls. So I already created a safe space before I even started working on the walls and the flooring and everything. And I created my own sigil that gives me an extra layer of protection for that. So that's also a great way to go about it, and a thing I wanted to share a little bit more. And that's a way how you can involve the craft into every day as well. Like, if you bake a bread, You can insert a sigil in like the surface of the bread, and you can also use it like with the flour or something like that. You won your game, okay. My flat is a hellmouth or something. What? What about it, Bea? Also, Fleuren, who did you play? What is going on in your flat? Okay, I do not even know the champion. I have such bad neighbors, some of them even did hit us. Ooh, that is awful. I also like to do floor cleanses sometimes. Yeah, totally. You can just add the specific herbs for a cleanse in the mop water. What Fleuren just said. And then you have the cleansing at the same time you do the mopping. Mopping, not mobbing. Jesus. Mopping with intention. Exactly. So, but that is such a stressful way to live, and then you actually need extra protection, Bea, because the energy gets sucked into your apartment, and that makes it a very heavy way to live. So sigils at your doors, cleanse the door frames to make a safe bubble for your own apartment. Like here we have some weird neighbors a few floors above us. That was also why I wanted to make sure to have the sigils, because this is a kinda big house and I didn't want other energies interfering with mine, and the sigils are a great way for that. I made my own citrus multi-purpose cleaner with vinegar. Awesome. Clean first, then cleanse. I mean, you can. I would do both at the same time because I. Do I look like I want to clean something twice? No. Thank you. I don't even clean often enough once. Don't expect me to do things twice. Cleaning something twice is nothing new around here. Yeah, you have kids, I don't. But that's the difference. It's the kids. Clean the house, come back to the first room, and the kids have destroyed it again. Fiance and I don't feel good here. My autoimmune shit got worse the last years, and I think having troubly and loud stressful neighbors doesn't help. That I totally agree to that. I totally do, and I see that. And we should burn the house. We don't have a fire command. Jesus, I think we need a fire command in here. But yeah. Burn the house is a great thing in theory. Oh yeah, Fleuren shares his neighbor's story in a bit. Definitely need fire command. Someone remind me, please. So I might remember myself. But Bea, as long as moving is not an option, and sadly in today's economy it is not always an option, try things you can to make it your safe bubble again. But yeah, your autoimmune things will not get better with those neighbors. Okay, what do we have here? It's Berlin. No chance of getting an affordable flat anymore. I mean... It is Berlin. I know someone who moved there 2 years ago and got an affordable flat. So you just need to compromise a little bit, perhaps, and you just need some luck and some manifestation. So never say never. Keep connections open. Look at flats. But it might take some time. But, when I searched in Hamburg this one and I needed an apartment I could finance on my own as a single, I think I searched for 1.5 years before I got this apartment. That was also a long time, but I actually found something and I got very lucky about it. And to this day, I feel like this was destiny that I should find this apartment, because when I looked outside of the apartment, there was a crow sitting on the tree that was in front of the kitchen window, and I felt like, yes, this is my apartment. Because in the previous apartment as well, I befriended crows every time. I'm going out with my dog and the crows follow me around, and then seeing a crow in front of the kitchen window on the tree was the sign for me that this was like it's supposed to be. And then crows are stalking me. Yeah, you need to feed them better. They want their dinner when you walk, Merlin. So, Flare story. My flatmates would smoke weed and then decide to burn some incense so it would smell nicer, and I got a handwritten note from the neighbors that was put into the slit in the door. Hi, we've recently noticed you're using Indian incense. Could you please stop using that? I just smoked weed, it smells better, thanks. Well, without the neighbors it would be perfect here. I'm crow-friendly too, and here are a lot of them. Aww. Well, then the manifestation goes, the neighbors need to move. We move the neighbors because we have learned the lesson they brought us. Then we ask the universe and manifestate that the neighbors get a blessing and move away from your life. Also... what was the crystal I'm thinking about? There's one crystal that could help with that. Not Cinnabar. It is always Cinnabar with Fleur. Always. Yeah. How does a crystal help with weird people? Throw the biggest crystal you have. Stab them with the pointy end. We have a beautiful park behind our house for the dog walks. It's easy to get groceries and it's easy to get public transfer. I couldn't wish for more, except non other neighbors. Well, then it is pretty clear that we manifest a blessing for the neighbors because we want to put out positive frequencies. Mostly, at least. Or we just go the neutral route and manifest blessings for ourselves and more calm with removing the neighbors from your life. Dear Satan, could you make the neighbors burn inside? No, we don't want burning because it damages the house. Come on, do better. Also, So no fuck off manifesting. I mean, that's up to you. Everyone practices different. And I am the last person that says, like, no shade, but a little shade. A little shade because Wicca is very much not my religion, but Wicca was actually the first connection I had with spirituality and all. And Wicca says only do good or evil will come back to you, rule of three, yada yada. So that says no fuck off manifestation, but everyone lives their spirituality differently, and I am not invalidating any kind of them. But I would personally say wishing the others a blessing so that they would leave your life might work better. But also, you can just simply manifest a timeline shift. And timeline shifting, wishing love and light while simultaneously having road rage, right? And timeline. Why do I keep saying light? Timeline shifting would also involve that the neighbors would leave. So that one drink, yeah, the one tiny drink that was this full and had like this much alcohol. We blame that one. So to circle back to Florence's joke about dear Satan, could you make the neighbors burn inside? We have a running joke. I had my dad's car for a few months. And I keep being super anxious about not finding a parking space here. And we went out for my birthday in May to a nice barbecue in the evening. And I'm always like, damn, after 2 p.m. you do not find a parking spot anywhere in this area. So I blessed the wished neighbors with the loud children that the children take a trip for some years. Well, depending on the size of the apartment, you could wish for them to get another child and then they need to move out because it's too small. That's a blessing, right? Being petty, one could wish that they split up, then they also need to find another apartment. Probably. So, those neighbors would not move out with even 3 or 4 more kids? Jesus Christ! Okay, then do not wish for another child. Don't. So, parking space situation super bad, and then we came back at like 11 p.m. and I was like, there is no way we will find a parking space. And Florian said his dear Satan joke that he does like twice before that when I was anxious not finding a parking space. And actually one person pulled out of their parking lot, whatever, and there was a free space for my car, and I was like, what the heck? How? It's coincidences, but still, it's too funny that this keep happening when I'm always super anxious and I'm like, I don't know where to park my dad's car. But yeah, 4 is we do not wish for any more children for them. We do not want that. They're always doing sport in late evening and night. Jesus Christ. Yeah, then we just wish for them to grow up faster. I don't know. It gets called coincidences when I ask Satan for help, but miracles of people ask God. So nerds before Satan got it. I mean, some work with Lilith, some with who knows. Except I was sated, so why not? We made it. We made Flern talk about one of his exes in chat. Woof woof. Keep spilling the beans. We are here to listen, Flern. Someone is shaking their head very noticeably. But yeah, I would just do something like that, simple. I knew I wanted to move out of my last apartment, so I actually manifested what I wanted to have from my new apartment. I was just manifesting them to leave. So me asking Satan from the neighbors to get into a car accident, so I got a parking space fare. Shh, I did not tell about the car accident part, come on. A job promotion in another town. Okay, please keep talking, but I will start reading the game again. But I will still read and answer. But that was a very nice tangent and very entertaining. So, and Lucas is right, always know your audience. Honestly, in this internet area, you don't need to appeal to everyone. If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still get a lot of eyes. Fortunately, I have my base audience already, but since the show will be a completely new format, a lot of them will reject it. Me looking at my busted bumper. So we manifest a new bumper? Rihanna, because people do not like change? That's right. But honestly, that's fine. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded and can help evaluate the stuff we're going to spotlight. Like, say, if we cover musicians, they will go to their sites or live shows. Some cool neighborhood project, they will be eager to check it out. A cool coffee shop, they will be interested in visiting. Wink wink. Manifest a whole new car, that thing is struggling. Fair enough. Fair enough. But on the topic of witchy shit and whatnot, I have it easy. I'm Swedish, which also happens to be the most atheist country on the planet. I just don't care whatever people choose to believe in and do as long as I don't get forced into doing shit. See? As long as I don't make him hold the candle. Oh. Anyway, you all know what I mean. The next thing is audio quality, great visuals and edits, you know the drill. Of course. And the last thing you need for a good show is me. Hey, what's with the awkward silence? I mean, personality and smarts. To find info, you need to be resourceful. And to rely information, well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. I'm manifesting a new car for you. Were you manifesting all of my neighbors out of this house? I'm fine with people saying grace and stuff as long as they don't force me into doing anything besides waiting a bit for my food. Okay, someone write the manifestation goals down. We just had the new moon in Gemini, so new moons are always a great time to manifest new things. What's so funny? Am I not the perfect guy? Resourceful, huh? Really? Oh, so that is what you're questioning, huh? I'm just saying. Because didn't you say you're new to the city, so... Oh, I see how it is. But you've really thought this through. I'm kinda impressed. Thank you. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though. I will tell you that. Huh? Rumor has it your manager is trying to get your old girl band back together. And I heard there will be a talk show or something for it. Oh, really? How did you hear that? I have my ways. I didn't get the info from shady sources, I promise. Well, okay, I will give you that, resourceful guy. But your information is outdated already, huh? Because I won't be in the show. Oh, why? Well, I actually like the idea of a comeback. But if it were to happen, I would want new branding, you know? Like a new versus, like a new us to show we have grown. Ah, I get that 100%. That's too bad. Why? I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You are able to read the room with sensitivity. Therefore, I would definitely be interested in watching your talk show program. You think so? Aww, I'm flattered. You're right about that, though. I'm pretty good, but I would rather express myself through my music, my songs, and my performances, you know? Yes, I understand that very well. Then, do you want to be our first guest? Me? Why? I thought you wanted to highlight independent artists. Well, aren't you making a new kind of music lately, Miss Rachel? So you actually have a side project. Ah, well, yeah, but I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, maybe it could work out after all. Have out a new channel, will you? You wish. I'm a very busy Nico Mimi. But maybe. Woo! Huh. Was it my? I thought your plan was to have Miss Riona as your first guest. Oh, well, about that... I'm definitely jumping the gun here, but... I was kinda hoping you would be my co-host instead. What? I was going to ask you later, but Maya over here cornered me something fierce. Oops, sorry. Why me? I like the way you explain difficult subjects and I really enjoy talking to you. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being on the road a lot. And all of your stories are so damn interesting. Plus, someone needs to offset my chaotic personality. Like contrasting hosts, huh? Yeah, what's more, she is not nervous talking in front of the camera at all. Well, she's a performer. I know. I'm just saying she's a natural on camera. So yeah, that's what I was going to ask later if you want to be my co-host. Only if you're interested, of course. I might need a moment to consider. Of course, take your time. However, if you are open to receive input, may I throw in an idea for the format of the show? For real? Of course you may. And I'm staying until you all tell me everything I missed. Okay. Yay, the night's still young anyway. Wait, that was the day? That was kinda new. Kiki's Wacky World is raiding. Hi. Welcome in, Shining Souls. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, how are you doing? How was your stream? Okay, you also played Coffee Talk. Oh, that's amazing. So let me do a proper shout out. I am normally spoiled with my mods, but yes, every shout out's given. Now let me say hi to everyone that came in with the raid. We have Lou, welcome in. Mr. Crash, that sweet guy, Swedish, what? Bookish Delight. Then we have Matrix Rory, welcome in. Hi, hi. Chamhum, how are you doing? Thank you for the follow as well. So, what did I miss? You just completed it. We are on Monday, October the 2nd. So I hope I will complete it this stream. But we get sidetracked a lot today. And that is even better than finishing the game, is having a nice conversation with everyone in chat. So if you have a spoiler-free description how you think about the game, throw it at me. If you need to raid and run and do some self-care, I totally get that. I very, very much appreciate the raid. Thank you so, so much. It must be completed by the end of the stream. Please, come on, be nice. So yeah, like I said, if you need to raid and run, I totally get that. I very much appreciate the raid and sharing space and energy. I am a variety streamer. I do indie games like Coffee Talk. I love it a much. I am German, so I throw up language sometimes. I got sidetracked a lot too. It took me a long time to complete it. Yeah, I'm not saying that I started playing the game 2 months ago when it came out, but I also play and do other streams. Indie games, I also do tarot readings on stream, and sometimes there are strictly no ear-licking ASMR streams on my channel. So that is spirituality, indie games, and guided meditations are also something I do in the ASMR streams. So that's the type of content you find here. I got some... I only do crawl throughs. I mean, you're not wrong. Loggy the Dino, thank you so much for the follow. Love a nice chill stream. Yeah, that is what we do here. Chill and lay back. So, and for more or less distracting, let's start October the 2nd, and let me update my stream title real quick, because now we are on day 14, in case I can count. Loki the Dino, welcome in case you haven't heard me earlier, and thank you so much for the follow. I don't, I have pre-roll ads on, but no, not the ads in between. So I hope everyone can hear me. Let's see. We have users of Tomachill's new stories feature. It needs a longer duration. The piece of halfling advice that seared into my memory. Goblin Labs shut down researcher to finally stop experiments after 1,304 incidents. Excuse me, that's kinda late. Lee, how are you doing? So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Lee taking a break from Diavolo. I mean, it's more like Lee is about to go to bed and just throw shade at me. Eyes on the happy couple. Ooh, is it the wedding day? Is it the wedding day? I would ask you how you are, but you have things you need to focus on. Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't ever play. Yeah, it's always Cookie Clicker. It wasn't sad so much as cute though. But it's true that you and Mr. Baileys should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua. Or just in the light. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow! Whoops, my apologies, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid like a wall. I will take that as a compliment. Ah, here we go. You all found your way to a seat. I'm impressed. Look how cute Lua looks in their wedding dress. Excuse me? And Baileys gave them their jacket. Okay, I make squeaky noises. This is the cutest thing ever. Okay, let's look at the stories real quick. What do we have here? Riona, no delivery today. Ooh, Riona might show up or not. This out. Your boy has started a new podcast. Wanna know more? Okay, Lucas is in for the podcast. Posting the trailer. And Rachel also goes, do you like video podcasts? Nice. And there we have the trailer for the Down to Right podcast. And Rachel posted it as well, and Riona did. So everyone is good and doing the social media stuff there. Now, let's see. We've been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regular smile. So it does. Now, shall we get the celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adrenaline, I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Hey, don't get too cookie, Mr. Miller. Oh, are you taking Lua's last name, Baileys? No, we're keeping our last names. But I will be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy. Thank you for the follow, love. I didn't make a new account because I... Well... So Twitch was like, yeah, no. But also boo for another new account. The stream today is chaotic. Thank you so much for the lurk, Bear. Take care of yourself and rest as much as you need. I was like, no, before Twitch got there. Hi, Shion. Welcome in. Let me do the time zone check. It is early for you? It is super early for you, Shion. Isn't it like an hour too early for you? Only I could do something stupid like that. We all can do stupid things. Yeah, 9 in the morning. Okay, good morning to you, Xian. I hope your day will be blessed. Thank you for sharing space. And I'm like, normally you say good morning like an hour later. My reason, I accidentally named myself after a sex shop, sorry. Okay. Oh. I will hydrate to that. Also, I need to finish this because it's getting warm. Oh, I was honest with Twitch. Nothing wrong with being honest. Okay, Lua. Oh, you always make me melt. Disgusting. He said, wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. This would be the perfect time for some drinks. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure. And to something sweet. To something decadent and chocolatey. But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush. So, in summary, sweet and chocolatey, but with some freshness to it. Thank you so much for sharing space. Get good rest, sleep well. Kikis, take care of yourself. Hi Tony, welcome in. So, known fact, Fern's original username was Victoria's Secret. See Tony, this is what happens when the mods are AFK. You could might be frowned upon. Okay, I need to figure out something sweet and chocolatey with some freshness to it. Also, I'm about to put everyone in timeout and put this in emote only. No. Huh? 2 sips. It's that waste of ice cubes. Purchased it. Okay. Chocolatey freshness. The freshness comes from the mint. Some sweet comes from honey. This seems good. Chocolate, mint, and honey in this order. Let me try it out. Choc vanilla iced coffee. So this is mint honey chocolate. Okay, we're gonna trash it and look at the other option. That would be chocolate, honey, mint in this order. That is after midnight. This looks better. I'm sure this is the drink because it has a special name. I feel this is the right one. Please do put me in timeout. I need a vacay. Okay, serving. This is inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully, the drink is to your liking. Also, Flern, the ice will melt now. Of course, I emptied my drink. Just saying. I will put you in timeout in my arms. You just need some hugs. Tony, have you been lurking earlier or not? Do we need to give you a recap for the day you missed? Or were you able to lurk a little bit? So I love it. It's very unique and festive. Very comforting. Unfortunately not. I was up late and just woke up not too long ago. So you missed one day, essentially, day 13. The short version is Miss Riona was there and changed their mind about being a guest on Luca's podcast. So Lucas, Riona, and Rachel had a conversation, and it was very successful. And in the end, Riona and Lucas are co-hosts on Lucas' new podcast, and Rachel will be their new guest, their first guest. So check out my friend's new podcast, Down to Ride, and Lucas and Riona will be co-hosting and Rachel will be their guest. So very exciting that it came to that conclusion. Okay, can I? Oh yeah, this song is good. And now we just now started the day of the wedding, which is day 14. So almost there. And we did get sidetracked a lot. A moment I thought you were plugging an IRL podcast. I mean, why not? The only thing I should plug that is IRL are my own YouTube videos, because I do not plug them often enough. Except for this stream, I think I plugged them like 3 times already. Thank you, Tony. because my YouTube channel has divination content and more about my tarot and the witchy stuff. And we'll also get guided meditation soon, because I today started 2 weeks of not working. And also, update from yesterday, I will not go to visit my parents. Actually, my dad will come up one day over here and be here. So because of all that, I will have time to dedicate one entire day to filming a bunch of things. There will be pick-up piles, there will be deck walkthroughs, there will be guided meditation. I will record so much that it will take me weeks to edit all of it. But that's totally the plan for this vacation, that we will put out more content for the YouTubes. Self-plug over. Also, if you missed an episode of Coffee Talk, my VODs are on YouTube with chapters where I also mark when we get on a tangent, so you can skip that. A one-person content machine. Yeah, not super sure about that, but I'm trying, kinda. But yeah, lots of stuff upcoming. So let's see what is upcoming here at the wedding. Exactly what I had in mind. Everyone is, yeah, except Hyde. Hyde is not hyped, but everyone else is satisfied with the drink. Glad to see that. It's fine. Thank you, Hyde. High praise from Hyde. You know it. It tastes a bit British. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Mai? I did a bit of traveling in my day. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Maybe we did. Passing each other like two ships in the night, before meeting at the mooring. That's very lyrical. I blame the mood on you too. All I know about the UK is that British werewolf guy I once met. We went absolutely wild during Furry, but even then, he would beg the world's pardon after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends. Nah, you know, rude vampires are much more my type. Hey! Actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire, I'm proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea, I will consider that for a Christmas gift. Right, I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Mai, maybe? I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are. Yes, if you want to, we would love to hear you. In that case, thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys, and thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Hear, hear. You will always be a part of our lives now, Mai. Absolutely. Short and to the point, good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Oh, well, fine. Thank you, Lua and Baileys, for entertaining me and making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. You've been a very good friend to us. Don't think we are forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as my guys, and I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde did, but despite that, you've made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect as joy in your family you're starting today. Oh, Gala. Thanks, man. Really. To the happy couple. to the happy couple. To the happy couple. Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? My dear, never think that you are out of reach of my retribution. I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have befitted the occasion. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh, speaking of starting a family, just in case, you know. Oh, and I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys, rooting for you. Thanks, Gala. Just imagine. Little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Hyde. I aim to please. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying, I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason why not? I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it and never particularly tried to. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. But nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it just as a taste among others, Gala. Sometimes I want to taste wine and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely. Booze just became this big social thing. But I, for one, wish that there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade some fruit juice. It all tasted really nice and unique. But then they also had edible robots. And they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. Wow, when did you go to a place like that? A while ago with my family. Back when we were still in touch. Wait, I'm okay, sweetie. Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. And the soft version, I don't use vodka. Fair enough. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, a pinch of salt, tonic water. That sounds like something I would enjoy. Wait for it. And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. Zero type preferably. Universal donors and all that. Yuck. I think this is a joke. Hope this is a joke. And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Baileys, and your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character. I respect that. She's impossible, you mean. But I love her to bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year or 3. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yeah, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that needs to protect. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala is a softie. I would say Gala is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she could take him when he's under furry. If my ever moves out and I'm out of my specialty, I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. You would have to hurry, or you will have to step over your primary school friend, Bailey? Marco? I thought I would caught him staring at her. I bet they didn't leave it at staring, the two witnesses. Delightfully cliché, isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Of course I do. That's how I make my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire, scorn dissimulated in a smirk. Hopefully you've captured some pictures of our lovebirds too. Ah, yes, really can't wait to see them. Well, that's the downside of film. I know. But it will be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. Good girl. In that case, I have a little reward for you. A perfect shot. Look at this wedding dress. Lua and Bay are so cute together. Aww. Look at this, Bay. This is amazing. What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yes, truly. Thank you again for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it, I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but oh no, it's absolutely lovely. It looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always really wanted to have. Yes, once we sifted through the superfluous details, I love that you guys figured that out in the end. They are adorbs, super adorbs. And I love this picture. Do you only have the one, Mr. Hyde? Why am I? You wanted to frame it and hang it on your wall? Actually, yes, something like that. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for you. No objections whatsoever. Yeah, I would love that. It would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Yes, Mai, I'm not sure where we would be without you. So I take it you have decided to embrace photography, Mr. Hyde? It would seem so. Come on, tell them. Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet. They're certainly not going back on it, and you aren't either, right? Of course not. Well then... just tell them the story. It's obviously you're dying to. You don't have to ask me twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. La Funny 69. I mean... Don't, Ducky. So her parents have decided to get married in her room with her around. That's a lovely idea. I bet little Rose is thrilled. She is. An entire party next to her bed, can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde, and just like that he promised to take their pictures pro bono. That's very good of you, Mr. Hyde. It's nothing, I could use the experience, so that I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures. Sounds like good social redistribution to me. Jesus, pronunciation to be hard. Donna didn't do the thing because you need to do the exclamation mark jail first and then that. Because do be like that. Right. So, does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde? I've got the house and I've got the job and I've got my own pocket werewolf, so it sounds like I will be staying here a little while. That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it will look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little particular. Fair enough. I mean, it's also no jail if the command actually works, so I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? We're not too sure yet, but we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless too much scrolling to look at other people's homes. So the alternative to it is to bonk. Well, bonk always works. And no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side. My love. It's alright. I'm glad we talked it all through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does. And if my family doesn't contribute anything, in fact, Lua's mom told me the same during the wedding. I didn't know you talked about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said what mattered to her is that I make her daughter happy, which is good because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, when the time comes. But the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids topic. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it would do to my work. That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to childbearing. Well, not in our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I will be a stay-at-home dad. I will still do some freelance work if and when I have time, not so much for the money as to keep my brain working, but I will take care of the little ones and of our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you. Bonk or boink? So somehow Donna got to jail. Okay. What would Noor say? How are you demonstrating? My brain is obviously sleeping. Wait, no one ever knows what Fern actually is doing. Why not both is usually his answer if you ask him a question. So why not both? And Noor would thrive in this chaos, to be honest. How happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. You would be surprised. Times are changing and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who would rather stay at home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other well. I think so too. Mr. Miller, Mrs. No, wishing my family name on you feels wrong. They would throw a fit if they heard you do that. They absolutely would. It's almost tempting, but none of that matters much anyway. As long as we are still Lua and Baileys. As long as we are still Lua and Baileys. Ah, excuse me. Okay, I don't know what Yuri posted there. Earrings? It sounds like Hyde has found a new way forward. He has, yeah. I'm really happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious and honestly a bit of a jerk. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he? There's nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only longish lives have issues. I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans, and we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? And the longer you live, the more once in a while you get. That makes sense to me. I will say though, I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that he can be a difficult one, he also makes life a lot more interesting. And we just really get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean. Yeah, we really do. At this point, even when we need to take a bit of a timeout, we can trust that we will always find our way back to each other. That's right. You know, he's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. He liked Mai from the start, not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He has been very kind to me and perspective about me as well. And I'm glad he befriended you too. This chat right now is really good. You're alright too, Gala. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. Right back at ya. And listen to that, it's pouring rain again. Oh. It would be really cold if I didn't have your jacket, babe. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you too. You guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyways. I've always wondered where that came from. It sounds like lip service for the happy couple. To avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough. Really? So you don't know? I don't know what? Maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard of it, Mai? Are you referring to the Goddess Tears legend? That's the one. Never heard of that. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry, but I can give you the short version. Go on, I'm very curious. Alright then. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but all of her children, one she liked best. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they set aside and played with clouds. When the siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They are kind and gentle. They will love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled, but one day, as the young godling sat on the edge of a cloud pondering the world, A gust of wind blew on them and they lost their balance. Oh no! Don't worry, it's not a sad story. Alright then. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they've never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in place for many human eras, until a human found them there. Shall we call the Goodland Aeon and the human Ray, just for clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright, Aeon and Ray it is. Ray walked up to Aeon and finding them stunned, guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their life. As days passed by, Aeon started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvest and our young children, of famines and old men. They talked of time and of eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they found both the briefest of moments and the longest era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the asset of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Aeon by then. But when Aeon went to see their mother, the goddess, the old hag, give her a chance, my love, she improves. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her. That reminds me of someone. I promised you she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry and she told Aeon, get married if you wish, but if you do get married, then you shall wither and die, just like your fiancé. Ugh. And to nobody's surprise at this point, Aeon said, I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side? Down to get married they went. For many hours the goddess was angry and shouted. Then for many more hours she was disappointed and sulked. Then finally she turned an eye onto the ground to look at Aeon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Aeon. They were all galgons of flowers and they were surrounded with people they loved. And for the first time, Aeon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating on the wind, and the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then, but a goddess word once spoken isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Aeon and Ray danced with it. And so the goddess said, for each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns grey and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other. And according to elves, that's how we came to be. But I think that's a bit far-stretched. Hey Shred, welcome back. Game is going good. I think we're about to end the game and the story soonish. And you finished stream when you were at the half? That sounds good. I logged the end of your stream, obviously. So this was a wonderful story. I think Lua is also pretty touched. I will totally play whatever you're doing. I mean, I played the game you did for the game jam. I sucked at it, but I played it. And I will totally try every game you make, Shredder. Come on. So, we are back with babies. My love, are you tearing up? It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes. You're a born legend teller, Mr. Baileys. That was an astonishing redemption of that story. Yeah, that was epic. When I was designing the level, I was saying in my head, ah yes, I will die at this part. Yeah, well... You're not wrong. I hate platformers with a passion. I'm not gonna look at Rain the same way now. It's just a silly legend. It's not silly at all. And you're right, the goddess is a lot better than your mother. Told you. My history with rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you are all warm indoors. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling. My bedroom when I was a little girl was on the top floor. So I could hear the rainfall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside. For sure. Ah, look, here's at least another someone who's safe from the rain right now. That's a very sweet little guy. Poor Gala. Did he just shake rain all over you? He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here, though? Is he your cat, Mai? I know, he's been around a couple of times. I do remember seeing him a week or so ago. He's not any friendlier than he was then, although he's not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place? Wouldn't be the first. That's pretty much how you got Hyde too. I still think this is a Nikomi. Come on. Now, that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something though, or someone. If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. He came by another time a few days ago and was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled then either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. What did I miss? A cat, apparently. Ah yes, I saw it go. What was that about? We're not entirely sure. He has come by a handful of times, but he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I was saying that he might be looking for someone. Perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are deceived as having special foresight, messengers between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something we can't see. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually. No comment. Anyhow, what was that call about? That was the interior designer about the house. For some reason he needed to know the exact size of my turntable, as well as whether I wanted walnut or oak floors. I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. I thought you would be more particular about decoration height. I am particular in the sense that I want it to look good, but he has no clue what to do to get there. I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, peak design trends. That car served me right, thank you very much. I remember when a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around. I shouldn't have brought that up, truce. Why don't you help Hyde with decorating then, Gala? Why indeed? Your job, time, I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gala is an interior designer's walking nightmare. Not true, I just go for functional things. That's what people say when they've got no taste. Yeah, maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. Right, Shion? They are the cutest couple. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace. You guys sound like you're gonna be just fine. Indeed. But no being like this all together when it's dark and damp and feeling good and safe and home. It's a pretty rare feeling in a kinda public place. I think the kinda is key here. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange space to me. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Mai. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved then. That, and also you are all right. It sounds like everyone's gonna be busy with our own stuff for a while, but I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whether in a week or a month or a year. I know it's gonna be a good time. Cheers to that. Here, here. You are all welcome anytime, separately or together, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We will definitely pop by to give you news, and to get fairy remedies, and to listen in on the drama. Right? Living for the tea. We can't wait to welcome you back. I think the rain is over, and we've kept up for a while already, Mai. Yeah, we should all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night called. You go first, guys, and we will be stepping onto each other's toes. Alright, good night, Mai. Good night. Good night, you too. Do they plug Coffee Talk episode 3 here already? I would be so down for that. Let's, good night, Mai. Thanks again for being with us tonight and on other nights. No, thank you for everything, truly. Have a good rest, Mai. Will do. Okay. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me a second longer. Eee, babe, what are you doing? I'm carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way into the home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. You're silly. Maybe. But I love you. Love you too. Bustling, busy, and a buzz. People whose thought I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. I suppose that's what it feels like. To have a chosen hive. I love coffee shops that have old schooly vibes. Totally, I agree to that. I think I need to ask for something to drink, if someone has time. My mouth feels a little bit hot in me. Please? Pretty please? Something like a soft drink that has no alcohol. So, this looks like day 15. So let's change the title to Day 15. And we got a new drink. It is strawberry lemonade to hydrate during all the shade. Whoop. So it is also called Calypso, Taste of Island, and has up here vacation mode on. So truly fitting. Cheers to that. And it is again very strawberry. Woo! Okay, let's see. Where are we? What are we doing here? And why are we? Fire director resigning in the wake of shocking leaks. Heir of American business royalty disowned over choice of wife. Oh, that's Bailey's. Killer algae, the new invasive species. Thank you for the lurk, Tony. Okay, all new stories. Oh, Bailey's and Lua have shared a video. And we have a picture of Gala taken by Hyde. Those two are so precious. Oh, Silva and Amanda are on their way. I think by the end of it, I'm in this industry for the love of it and to keep having fun and the mindset I will keep moving forward. Very much so, Aqua, very much. I made a scarecrow copy of myself. I was so named as Strawberry. Dude, please! Dude, please! Somehow this feels like a déjà vu. Also, there's the wedding picture, I think. I think this is the wedding picture. Hey! Welcome, Officer Jerry. What's cracking? Aside from the thunder outside, that is. Yep, déjà vu. What? Nothing, everything is fine. I have everything I need to avoid another blackout. That's good news. You know, this weather had kind of grown on me. Really? Yeah. And my streamlight also just decided to black out. I did not pay attention to that. 1 second. One second. which would effectively erase the trace left of their friend. So they decided to stop right there, right then. Interesting. But you know, I get their need to keep the memory alive, even if what they did was a bit misguided. I understood. Still, what they did was not the way to go about it. And honestly, I am still trying to wrap my head around all this. All this memory stuff shows that I and the world probably need to learn a lot more about fairy folk in general. I agree. So, what did you do next? Did you arrest them? No. All I did that day was chat with them. Because I wanted a cleaner picture of everything, including the old fairy market and all, I also shared the story about my grandpa. In the end, they said whatever I decide to do, they will accept, so I went home. I see. You know, my daughter asked what happened. Now, since she gave me good advice on the case and everything, I told her the whole story about the street, about the tree. Wow, that's really everything. Anyhow, after our talk, I guess she started looking into the fairy fox history. And in one of those videos she did, I have no clue what to call them, there are videos of herself packing orders while talking about stuff. I see. I reposted it to my Tomachill a couple days ago. Okay. She basically talked to her viewers about what she learned in the video. About your case? No. Only things she has learned on her own. I got it. That's great though. You never know, maybe through her video curiosity will spread. Get everyone wondering about this piece of disappearing history. You're right. Who knows what the future holds? Lucas is in the house, yo! Hey! What's up? And you Pops, how goes it? All good. You're in high spirits, aren't you? Always, Pops. What's shaking? I think I should be the one asking you that, with all the excess energy. You're right, and I probably should explain, but first... Dear Mai, may I put in an order? You may. I'd like a blue pea latte with super cool latte art on top. Really? It's the last day and they want latte art. Also, how did we not unlock the blue pea latte? I am heavily judging him. Everyone knows I cannot do latte art for shit. This counts as I tried. I think this counts as I tried. A cup of blue latte with a masterpiece on it for you, sir. Yeah, sure. We call this a masterpiece. Mm-hmm. Lucas, a masterpiece, sir. I like your confidence. Now he takes a picture for Tomachill. Excuse me. Anyway, cheers. Roasted and toasted. Yeah, I need some aloe. Be right back. So what's up, kid? All's well, pups. I'm waiting for the lady to arrive. Oh, so Miss Riona's coming. Yep, she should be here soon. The last couple of days have been really intense for us. In fact, I didn't sleep at all until last night. Why? Let's just say we've been busy cooking and stuff. What? What is it? I know you're a hustler, kid. Your schedule is probably not like everyone else's, but I hope you won't drag others into unhealthy habits unnecessarily. Although I know next to nothing about Banshee biology. Doesn't she do late night deliveries? Oh? Sometimes she does deliveries until morning. Then never mind, kid. Forget everything I said earlier. Whew. I was like, oh man, what stupid thing did I do this time? Nah, I was just pulling your leg. You're both adults. I was playing around as the nosy and annoying old guy. Still, it's good that you guys are talking. Especially considering what happened the first time you two met. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I mean by doing stupid things too. Sometimes I don't slow down my energy enough to see the forest of the trees, you know. It happens. As long as you're aware of it and take a step back from time to time. Yep. Welcome, Miss Riona. Hello. Lady, finally you're here. Good evening, miss. Hi, everyone. Was the traffic bad for you? No, not at all. I had to deliver something before I came. That's why I'm a bit late. I apologize. Nah, you're not late. I'm just early. Would you like anything to drink? Yes, please. I would like a cup of mild coffee sweetened with a lot of honey, if you would. Well, a lot of honey means double honey. There we go. Why? Oh, there. That's what I used to order back in the day. Really? So, what's really been happening with you two? The kids stayed up for days for something apparently? Does that include you as well? Yes, but those are just my regular working hours. See? See? And I thought we were done talking about that, Pops. What the heck? I'm not done playing the role of annoying and nosy old guy, that's all. Jeez. Well, as you probably know, especially if you follow my T-Shill, we started a vlog/podcast thing. Right. My daughter watched the first episode yesterday. Did she like it? She loved it. I heard her laughing all the way. I'm glad. So, what is this vlog/podcast thing really? Yeah, that's Lucas. Lucas is awesome. Yeah, please clarify. I saw you had this walk-around session in the episode. I thought podcasts are supposed to be voice only. Like a radio show, but you don't need to catch it live. Well, nowadays there are a lot of podcasts with videos. Voice is still the most important part though, and we did have the carpool mastered later in the episode. So usually there will be two versions of the same episode, the voice-only one on audio streaming platforms and the full video posted on video streaming platforms. Ah, I see. Sounds difficult to create both at the same time. It must require a lot of planning, doesn't it? It does. Of course, you're not the Lucas, that's it. Thanks to my editing and interviewing skills, you can enjoy the action session in the voice-only version all the same. I see. It wouldn't be possible to make the episode as compelling though. without Lady Riona giving us good information to make the episode work. Somehow her voice really resonates well in the mic, so it was a joy to edit it into the narration. Also, Rachel was probably the best first guest we could have gotten. We even got a sneak preview of her new singles. Our first episode got tons of views because of that. Really? That's great. But I wonder if that was cleared by her manager. Probably not, but she knows what she's doing, I'm sure. I can see why you two stayed up for days now. Huh? Sounds great, y'all. So, Miss... Yes? Are you enjoying your new role as a show co-host? Well, it's interesting so far, and I'm learning a lot of new skills. So I'm eager to keep working on it. All the while I keep looking for auditions. And honoring my craft. That's all I needed to know. I might have to leave soon. Oh, why? I haven't eaten anything substantial since this morning. It was a really busy day. Oh, word, let's go then. You can stay. I will just go for a quick bite and come back. Nah, let's go. We're partners, right? Besides, we still have a lot of things to discuss. You're right. Okay, if you're fine with it, I think it's time for us to go. I mean, for me. Roger that. Let's get going then. See you later, props. Good luck with everything. You too, you too. Bye, Mai. See you again soon. Goodbye. So now it's probably Myrtle and Aqua? Just you and me now. Nothing wrong with that. I have to go soon through. Duty calls. Sure. Freya's back! I thought by myself earlier, man, with Freya not being in this is kind of something. She was missing because she was so essential in part 1 of the game. How are you? Freya! Hey, Miss Greenhair. Hey, officer, long time no see. I've heard you've been going around the world, huh? Around the world is a bit much, but I've been somewhere. I'm glad to see you here, Freya. Well, as much as I would like to stay and chat, duty calls. Aw, that sucks. I missed you. Well, see you later then, Jory. Yeah, don't forget to tell Mai the truth, okay? Huh? Later, Mai. I will. Let me move over there. So, my buddy, my pal, my good friend, what's up? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? Before you start blaming me, it was a last-minute thing. Even I didn't know I would be back so soon. So, what makes you return sooner than expected? Well, maybe I will tell you after a drink. Hey, do you remember my very first order here? Espresso? Yep, you have a good memory. The first time I was here, it was raining as hard as it is now. I thought nothing was open anymore until I saw your shop. Your espresso was one of the best coffees I've ever had. Thank you. One espresso for me, please. Well, like I always say, cannot screw up an espresso. Well, IRL you can, but not in this game. So... here you go, Freya. A cup of triple shot espresso for you. Great! Again, the steep aroma and such stellar flavors. Thanks. So, mind telling me why Officer Aries said what he said? Which part? Something about telling me the truth? Well, about that... Okay. I'm leaving for Vita's residence soon. And it's really, really far away. What? I know. It was impulsive. It was something I did on a whim. I know. Me and my old buddy sent an application form like last month, not really expecting anything, but we got accepted, and somehow it's for this year's rotation. Which means I need to pack and get ready really soon. It's not a scam, is it? Of course not. How long is it going to be? I don't know, probably a few months, but I might try to keep traveling after that. Okay. Are you sad? No. Don't be sad while I'm gone, okay? I said I'm not sad. No. Anyway, tell me what's been happening all this time I've been gone. There should be a lot of juicy stories waiting for me, right? Oh, you have no idea. Spill it, everything. Alright, so it started around 2 weeks ago. Aqua's still working on her game while Myrtle focuses on her job. It's clear they still have some snacks in communication with each other, but they are made it up. Silva and Amanda's trip took them quite a bit further than they expected. And Pearls appears in a number of their selfies from London, Sydney and the Mongolian steppe. Hyde's reputation as a dreamy, sensitive wedding photographer spread around all of Seattle. And Gala is fond of qualifying him in those exact terms to Hyde's obvious displeasure and secret joy. Lua and Bailey's brought a little house with large windows, a small garden, an extra bedroom. Bailey's has been using it as a workspace, but it stands ready to fulfill any other function. Rachel didn't end up releasing anything on time. Even though she's slightly disencouraged, she won't give up and will keep working on it. In spite of its untrue nature, their first vlogcast was a success, especially with Rachel's appearance boosting the views. Luca's team joined the production for fewer edges and they're thinking about eventually covering more stories. Okay, this is too fast. Fortunately, the vandalism ended before the rumors would worsen. Sometimes a lone officer can be seen placing flowers where the dead tree once stood. This is so sweet. Guys, we did it! We did the thing! We finished the game! Man, this was a ride! This was nice. Okay, let me pull up Twitch. Who is on? Who could we rate? Let me see. That might be a nice rate. Nope. What about this one? Playing here. We do not. Is anyone playing the first game? So we are heading over to a stream that is playing the first coffee talk. Because why not? I am out of words for today. Okay, we will not raid over to that person. You know what? Then we will raid over here. Hello, can we get some music? Then we're heading over to a friend that does art. Just because I'm indecisive. Rate message. Please copy and paste the rate message if you are so kind. If you are lurking, happy lurk, happy supper, lunch, breakfast, anything in between. We're heading over to watch Violet do some cozy art. And thank you all for being here, for sharing space. Next stream will be like the usual schedule on Thursday if everything goes like planned, and we will see what we do because we have wrapped up coffee talk. Take care. Bye.